Hey guys, Casey here again with the Daily Triple. You can follow me on socials at Niners_fanman. That's where you can find me. Let's get into this story today from AP News about the MLB. Headline reads: Bus driver arrested on DUI charge while driving Pirates from Chicago to Milwaukee. So a lot going on there, but basically a bus driver associated with the Pirates arrested on DUI charge. Here's the beginning of this article. This happened earlier in the week, by the way. A bus driver arrested on a charge of driving under the influence while transporting the Pittsburgh Pirates from Chicago to Milwaukee for their weekend series with the Brewers. Illinois State Police said the driver was traveling away from officers seeking to escort the bus on its trip to Milwaukee late Thursday night. Troopers said they observed more erratic driving and eventually stopped the bus on the right shoulder of Interstate 94 in Chicago. Police said the driver was arrested after they observed multiple signs of impairment. The driver isn't a Pirates employee, so keep that in mind, but was contracted to drive the team to Milwaukee after the completion of their series with the Cubs. So still hired by the team, but not officially an employee of the team. Okay, still some team decision making that went into this, but how could you know this was going to happen? Let's keep reading and see if there's any enlightenment about that stuff. Pirates Senior Vice President of Communications, Brian Warecki, said in a statement that we are deeply concerned about what took place, basically word for word out of the head coach of the Buffalo Bills' mouth, Sean McDermott, when he is so similarly concerned about drunk bus driver as the Bills are about the Stephon Diggs situation that they're no longer concerned about. So we'll this is the kind of stuff we get out of these franchises. Just these generic statements of deeply concerned or definitely concerned, things like that. Last paragraph here is all quotes basically, and it says the important thing is that all of our personnel arrived in Milwaukee safely. Warecki said, buses are contracted out to a local provider, which was consistent with this trip, and we are now in communication with the appropriate parties regarding this matter. So is this like a huge story? Today I guess I've just decided to cover all of these sorts of stories today. All of the leagues have some sort of legal trouble going on, and it happens to be with the Pirates here. But I actually think the Pirates are pretty innocent of anything here. Maybe the thing they're guilty of the most is hiring the lowest bidder of bus driving contractors. But is that? I mean, that's just supposed to be good business, right? Maybe they should be paying up a little bit more for somebody a little bit more reputable. But you can't really pin this on the Pirates. They were the ones who were assuming all the risks, so you can't imagine that they would risk the safety of their players and their coaches and everybody on the bus to some system they thought could potentially produce a drunk driver of a bus. Also, what a wild thing to do. Just show up. If your job is to drive buses full of professional athletes, I mean, all people are important and special, don't get me wrong, but these humans are monetarily, they're worth so much. I mean, just the pitcher's arms and the runner's legs and like that. If anybody had an injury from an accident based off of your driving impairment, I mean, we're talking damages in the millions pretty quickly. Not to mention, whoever else is involved in an accident and the property damage that could. I mean, it's all a nightmare. Thankfully, everybody is okay. That bus driver, hopefully, that is his last trip driving a bus for anybody, not just MLB players. That guy probably shouldn't be behind the wheel driving in most fashions, especially with passengers involved. So again, I wouldn't really say that there's much to this as far as that we can read into for the Pirates organization. Again, maybe just be extra diligent about who you're hiring and this stuff, but they have to hire so many different contractors as well as employees to run an operation like an MLB ball club. So I don't want to say it was unavoidable, but it seems like the fault belongs clearly on one individual who decided to show up drunk for a work shift where he drives people around, and not just any people, some of the most expensive people in the country. Absolutely ludicrous move. But as far as the Pirates are concerned, I think they've avoided most of the negative publicity on this. I don't think that it's going to amount to anything. They avoided all harm, physical harm to their players and the rest of their personnel on the bus. So this time they got away lucky. Hopefully they learned from this and they just kind of raised the bar on who is in charge of transporting these individuals from their team. Guys, I've been Casey, your host of the Daily Triple. We have one more story coming out today. I will get that out to you just as soon as I can. And a spoiler alert, it's also going to be about legal drama, which is on theme for all three of our major stories from today's Daily Triple. So, guys, I will catch you on the next clip. I'm at Niners_fanman on socials. You can follow me there, and I hope I see you on the next one.